It's the next day. I ordered this off of Amazon. This is the only fuel pump they had for overnight shipping. It's an Evil Energy, and it's supposed to be basically the same as the Bosch 44. That's what I have on there, is a Bosch 044 fuel pump. Come on, come out of there. So it definitely looks the same. It's got the same size, same appearance and everything, other than the fact that it's black and it says Evil Energy on it. What's up? So I think that they include everything I'm gonna need, hopefully. Can you imagine? Overnight the damn fuel pump. Now I gotta go and find fittings or something. Anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing swapped out, and then we'll pick back up and see how this thing acts. Who knows? Maybe it was just the fuel pump. Before I get this all torn apart, I'm gonna see if this fuel pump will at least allow me to get the fuel cell empty. If not, I have to just disconnect the damn line and let it flow all over the damn place. So disconnect my return line, and then I have this made up for me for draining my fuel system. This just hooks to my regulator where the return hooks to, and then I run it over to my gas can and then just drain it that way. Make it a lot freaking easier. Oh yeah, this thing is completely full still too. Give it a couple taps. That's not pushing fuel out at all, dude. I guess I gotta do it the hard way. Man. Well, I don't really have very many other options to get this damn fuel out of here other than to make an absolute mess. I've never in my life siphoned fuel. Alright, so I just watched a video. I guess there's another way of doing this. I have a hose going all the way to the bottom of the tank, and it's wrapped over into my gas can. I'm gonna put another hose in here and then basically try to seal this with a rag and then just blow pressure into the fuel cell, making it release the pressure through the hose for the most part. Let's see if that works. Bro, what's up? I said no more playing around. I don't have the blowing power, babe. I should have had you do it.
You think I could have done better?
You've probably done better than the compressor.
You're so bad.
I think it's already freaking out, bro.
It's not a big tank.
Well, I know, but it was full. That's crazy how good that works.
Bet you found a new method.
You got a lighter? I can't see in there.
Your light's not up there.
Where's my light?
It was in the truck. Or in here. I don't know.
I don't know where my light is.
Just use a lighter, babe. They'll be fine.
You know I never got that life insurance plan, right?
Not yet.
You're like, oh, never mind. Don't use it. Don't use it yet.
You have to wait until the policy starts and make sure it's not fishy.
All right, screw it. Whatever else is in there is going on the ground. Alright, I was worried there for a second that I wasn't going to have what it is that I need in order to make this fuel pump work as far as fitting. So I don't know if you guys can see how small those orifices are. The ones on this one is a lot larger. The ones on the Evil Energy. So I've had two Bosch 44 fuel pumps on here. I ordered the first one off of Amazon, and then I ordered the second one from the same link that I ordered the first one from, but for whatever reason, whenever it came in, it was different. And yes, I'm aware that they sell a lot of replica stuff or fake shit on Amazon and on eBay, but this was the same bracket that I had for my old one, which held it. And when this one came in, it was like, I didn't understand it, but it just sits in there all loose. And my original fittings that I bought for the fuel pump also didn't work. They were too large, so I had to go and get multiple different conversion fittings to make that one work. And now this one is the same size as far as the overall size of the fuel pump, and the size of the fittings that go into it is the same size as the first Bosch that I had a long time ago. Now I don't have to run all the extra little, like, I forget what they were. It was like -6 to -8 to -6 to a bunch of different conversions. Now it's just simply that. Anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this thing on there, and we're not gonna fire it up yet because I need to go get different fuel. I'm not gonna put the 91 back in there. I'm actually gonna go fill one of those up with some E85. New spark plugs, the Iridium 2668, and I went and filled up a jug full of E85, so now we can actually test this thing on the right fuel. So I think I'm gonna fill it up with some E85 and then try the new pump and see how it acts before I actually tear into the spark plugs, because I know I put new spark plugs in there already. If I'm being honest, bro, I don't feel like gapping plugs right now, but if I have to, I have to. Holy shit. Look where that shot out of. What in the hell did that happen for? I would assume that means that the fuel pressure regulator has a torn diaphragm. Yeah. Was it me that said when it's one thing, you know, it's never just one thing, you know, or what was it that I was saying? Like, I'm just so blown away by this. It's like fuel pump went out, and now the fuel pressure regulator, right? Is that what's happening to me right now? Is that really what's happening to me right now? That's really what's happening to me right now. I'm at a loss for words, bro. I'm at a loss for words. I think it's got fuel pressure now. Dude, is this gonna turn into another? I gotta go inside and go spend money and wait till tomorrow before I can make a video to even try to make money. I've already spent more money on this damn thing than what I'm even gonna make off of a damn video for this thing right now, you know? That's the struggle, dude. That's the struggle with these damn freaking cars, man. These damn cars. You gotta put more into them than what you get out of them. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Now I gotta find a fuel pressure regulator. And I know I don't have one here. I have an external one, but that's not gonna solve the problem. I'm gonna have a hole on my damn fuel rail. Maybe I have a stock one out back somewhere. I'm not gonna give up yet. I'm gonna go out back. I'm gonna see if I can't find a stock fuel pressure regulator, and we'll do that. Alright, so I did end up finding a stock fuel pressure regulator, but now of course my AN line isn't going to connect to this. Now I got to get the AN line unscrewed from the fuel cell down there, which is, it's fun to do that. It's an extremely difficult place to reach. I don't know if I'm going to have anything to replace this with. I'm hoping that this line down here is a push lock. If it is, I might be able to, there might be something I can do. I have a long ass blue hose somewhere that I was using earlier that I might be able to use to push on there and maybe put a hose clamp on it. Yay! It is a push lock fitting, and which was cracking just as bad as it was up here. Good lord. That definitely needed some attention anyhow. Probably just pull it out. Yeah, look at that. Push lock fittings are not supposed to just pull out like that, buddy. I don't think this was push lock hose. It's probably the problem. That's why I had a hose clamp on this side. But now, is this stuff gonna fit? Dun dun dun. It does. Nice. Probably should lube it up. would assume that getting this thing to thread back on is going to be way harder. Yeah, whatever, bruh.
Gotta use your fingers, babe.
I was trying.
Were you?
It's not even tight, babe. What the hell?
Look, 2 fingers, one on each side of the pole.
I'm kidding. That's gotta be tight.
Oh my god.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Can you see it?
Kinda. I can't get the damn. It's one of those like.
Come from this side. Like you have that whole open area right there.
Yeah, but it's down below that metal. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's below this point, so I wouldn't be able to get the wrench on it to spin it. And it's a freaking 18 millimeters, so it's freaking ginormous.
Well, we can see what you're doing. I don't know about you.
I can see it. There just ain't enough room to freaking get the wrench to be able to turn.
You need that open end ratchet one.
No, I need to get a stock location fuel cell for this thing and move it to the back and stop and move my fuel pump back there. I'd be even down to go back to an in-tank pump on this car.
Oh wow, you're really going stocky, huh? You know what you need right now? Pole saw. There you go. I see it. It's around it.
It's on, but I can't turn it. Maxed out. There we go. Bang! Now I got all this. We'll have a blue line inside of the engine bay. Right there. Doink. Cut it, shove it on there, and put a hose clamp on it. And now we can test it again, finally. Stay here, run like shit again.
Hey, what do we talk about?
I am being positive. I'm positive it's not going to work.
Well, optimism.
Dude, give me a flathead. Every screwdriver I grab is freaking Phillips. I need to throw all those screwdrivers away in order just a brand new set.
Yeah.
Just have one single set of screwdrivers.
So you bring out scissors?
But then the problem would be I need a long one. I need a short one.
You need that really long one we saw.
You always want everything to be really long.
Shut up. That's why I picked you.
Scissors.
You dropped nails.
Brought my hose clamp. I like these hose clamps.
You know you have plenty of hose clamps, right?
Yeah, but this is the good one. Good type. These are high pressure hose clamps.
I found a whole pack of those right now.
Did you?
Yeah, in that box.
Well, this one's still good, babe. Alright, and now I got a blue line and a stock fuel pressure regulator.
You are winning, babe.
Hopefully this tightens this down enough to where it's actually tight, because that's free.
Loosey-goosey?
Yeah. I need the socket. I need a socket on there.
You need a socket.
Yeah, I got a rat-a-tat-tat down here.
I knew it was a 6.
I don't know what size this is. I just grab them based on how big they look. I can't read that shit. Alright.
Bang, bang.
Let's see if it leaks.
Leaky. Is there a direction not to stand?
I know you're looking for an answer from me, but I don't have the answer for you.
Okay.
You can stand back.
Nothing.
Like shit, but hey, it's got a fuel pressure regulator on it that's not leaking and a brand new fuel pump. Those are all good things to know about a car that's just gonna sit in the driveway for another year.
Until you put the LS in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody want to buy a B20? Freshly rebuilt, B16 head,
New fuel pump.
JDM Type R transmission with factory LSD and LS 5th gear. I have a Honda with P28 with the version 3 Honda S300. Yeah. Edelbrock Victor X intake manifold that's direct port injection. It's already tapped and ready to go. And ported out by Curly. Billet throttle body.
We'll trade for LS.
Hell, I've got axles and everything. Ugh.
Easy to get it in and out of.
All I need is a pipe bender. I've already got a tube notcher. I need I'm thinking an aluminum block. An aluminum block 5.3.
Yeah.
I would go 6.0, but
I think 5.3s are better.
I think an aluminum block 5.3 just to kind of keep the weight low.
An 8.8 rear end.
Yeah, an 8.8 rear end that would shorten the living shit out of, and I'd put that same size tire on the back, but it would be tucked inside.
Mad tucked.
Yeah, and then so the rear axle is gonna be like this freaking
That'd
long,
be awesome.
4-link.
And you wouldn't be able to see it the way that the hatch or the back's designed, how it comes up.
Yeah, and then other than that, I'll just put it on a Holly. Yeah, I'd have to get another Holly. Just a Terminator X, nothing crazy.
I think that's the plan.
I mean, what is that? Another Holly is like $1,500, and I'd probably need like, I don't know, $1,000 to find an LS long block. So that's $2,500. I don't know what I think I'd want it to be a stick shift. I don't know. I might go automatic.
No, auto.
Hell, freaking put the damn power glide in this.
Yeah.
Good lord.
That'd be fast.
That'd be crazy because it's super lightweight. That transmission is crazy light. It's just 2 gears, you know?
Yeah.
Low and high gear. Yeah, it'd be sick. Starting to kind of lean towards that.
P20 for sale.
Got a EF tucked radiator. I got Pro 2 cams. The AEM feel like everything. All of it. Make an offer, bro. Make an offer. I'm out of here. Peace. Later. All right, well, I think it's pretty obvious that Khaki's kicking my ass. Khaki's been kicking my ass for a really long time. I'm probably gonna need somebody's help with this thing. So if anybody locally knows, like feels inside of their heart that if they came over here and they put their hands on Khaki, they would be able to get it going, well, certainly reach out, man. Like, I would not mind to have somebody who knows what they're doing. Now, I want to be clear, dude. I don't want to have 15 different people coming to my house that just poke and prod at Khaki to the point to where it's just an absolute freaking mess and everybody has a different idea. You know, I would really like, you know, for somebody who genuinely knows what it is they're doing to come over and kind of give me a hand with it, you know, or well, I can give you a hand with whatever kind of diagnosing you think you need to do. To be straight up with you guys, I'm not great with that multimeter. Like, I tried to watch videos and it was really difficult to figure out exactly what it is I should be looking at. I know on the harness side for the map sensor and the TPS, there's a ground and then there's a 5 volt and then a reference wire. I know on the map sensor I had 5 volts, ground, and then it was like 4.7 volts. And that's on the harness side. Was it unplugged from the map sensor and just with the ignition on? Now I tried to I wanted to probe the backside of the plug with it idling, and that's when I ran into all this mess of just trying to get it back to a point to where it will idle. And I've gotten away from that now. Now it doesn't really want to idle very well, and I'm thinking it's because I put E85 in here. And if I remember correctly, last time I was trying to mess with this thing, I think I uploaded like a stock Type R map or something from, you know, the Honda has like a little file, or like there's an area inside of the Honda, I forget what it's called, but it's just got a bunch of tunes, you know, like with different like single cam VTEC, this and stock GSR, stock Type R, like type stuff, you know. And I'm pretty sure I just uploaded a stock Type R and then put in my injector size, in which now my injectors are stock. So it's, I don't know where I left off at a year ago, you know what I'm saying? It does have stock injectors on it now at this point. So my 1000cc injectors I have up here in one of these boxes. I would probably rather put my 1000cc injectors back on here if I do plan on running nitrous, though I don't know. I don't know, man, because I do want to run a wet kit, but at the same time I forgot that this thing is now set up for direct port. So it has a individual nozzle on each runner, in which I would have to redo all of that and add a fuel nozzle also on each one of those. So it'd probably be better to have it just run off of the Honda like I did before. I don't know, man. But for now, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get the wideband. I need to get the wideband hooked back up so that, you know, we kind of know what's going on. So I know if it's running, you know, rich or lean. And I also need to get my gauge cluster in. At very least, I need to get my gauge cluster in, and I need to get the wideband installed so that, you know, we can at least see what's going on. You know, it'd be nice to know that the car isn't overheating while I'm sitting there messing with it. Anyhow, I would really like to just go ahead and assemble khaki already. Like, I want to put the dash in. I want to put all those pieces in, and I want to put the passenger seat in so that it's more complete. And I honestly don't have all these parts laying all over the damn place. But I think it would probably be better to not put all that stuff in until I get this thing running right, because who knows, I might end up having to take the dash back off to get to wiring or something. Alright, so I got all my wiring back out for the ECU, and because I know that there's a few wires here that a couple of them went to the wideband. I know one of them was input for the nitrous, but that's only 3 wires. There's 5 wires here that are disconnected basically. So on the large plug, this is, I believe, the A clip. There's A25 and A20 that aren't going to anything. Now, this I believe is the B clip, and it's B5 that is disconnected and not going to nothing. And then, yeah, this is clip D. It is D10 and D2 that are disconnected and going to nothing. Now, I have no idea what any of those wires are like from the factory, what they're supposed to be doing. Now, I didn't hook this stuff up. This was Curly and Junior. Junior messed with it some, and Curly messed with it some to get the wideband and the nitrous hooked up. So, looking at the AEM wideband wiring diagram, it is A25. That is running to the blue wire on my AEM, and that says that it is serial TX, which I would assume is basically the input for the ECU, telling it what the wideband sees. I would imagine it's an input and not an output. So that's got to be coming from the wideband telling the Honda what it sees, you know what I mean? And then the other one, this was A20, was the signal for the nitrous. So that ran to the switch that whenever I switched it on, it told the ECU that I'm going to spray nitrous. And then over here, the D10 wire was the positive. This one was the positive, well, analog positive on the wideband gauge. And the wideband worked, so, and then other than that, the ground was running out to where the ground is on the thermostat housing on the engine. But then, yeah, other than that, I have no idea what the other 2 wires were supposed to go to. Yeah, the problem with this rye-wire harness, man, is like you cannot get the clips out, the pins. It's like you cannot de-pin it. I don't know if rye-wire like puts a dab of super glue on them or what, but those pins will not come out. So this wire is just broken off at the pin, and I believe this blue wire is just shoved in there. That I remember the day Junior did that. He was trying to get that pin out, and then it just broke off, and then he just shoved the wire in, and whatever. And then I believe all the rest of them were just empty, except for this one is one that somebody was actually able to get the pin to come out. And I believe, if I remember correctly, that was Curly hooking up the wideband. So I don't know what this wire went to. You know, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know if any of those wires are going to affect anything. This is how it was when the car was running good, and it's now also how it is now that the car's running like shit. So of course you're going to go to this and be like, oh, there must be a problem there. But this is how it was when the car was running great. You know what I'm saying? So, but I did notice that this A25, that was the serial or whatever. In the diagram for the AEM gauge, it calls that blue wire that comes off of the gauge serial TX. So I'd imagine that is like the information, you know. That went to A25, which if I look in here where Nomis has his board for the COP, it looks like that is going to that same plug. It's the very last one on the top, it looks like, and that's the same one, that same A25 trash truck, and that's this wire, which is going absolutely nowhere. I don't know. I'm gonna wire the wideband in, and then we're gonna try to start it and see if it looks like it's working. I know the car's hardly idling right now, but we should see something out of the wideband, right? All right, wideband is wired in, I believe, the way that it was wired in before. So now, oh, my cutoff. There it is. Hopefully the O2 sensor down there is still good. It's been sitting for so long. I don't know. I know those things are finicky. They like to go bad. All right, fuel. They don't sound happy at all. I don't know. I wish I had a place I could just take it and be like, hey, make this work, you know, and drop it off. I'm kind of at that point with Khaki, which really is saying a lot, because I don't like other people working on my stuff. Like, I like to do everything myself, you know. But I really am at a loss with this damn car, bro. Like, believe me, I want it up and running, and if it was running like it was before, we would most certainly be making content on it. But it's just that every time I mess with this car, it just kicks my freaking ass, bro. Yeah, so at this point, I really don't know what to do. Like, believe me, I wish I just had a bunch of money to throw at it. If I did, I would just order a fuel tech and a whole new freaking, I know that there's companies that make like an aftermarket cabin harness for it. I think Rywire. I would just replace it all, bro. But yeah, I gotta kind of work with what it is I've got here, and just try to get it figured out. And yeah, it's becoming more and more apparent to me that I'm definitely gonna need help with that. For now, dude, I'm gonna have to put Khaki aside. I'm not gonna give up on it, of course, you know, but I do need to move forward. I need to make content on stuff, and I have a lot of stuff sitting around for the Blazer. I have a lot of projects, stuff that I can move forward on, and I don't want to continue just making videos trying to diagnose this thing and getting nowhere. So this damn car is such a bittersweet love-hate relationship. Do you guys know if they make rebuild kits for these little guys? I'm gonna see if I can't find a rebuild kit for this, the AEM fuel pressure regulator, because I'd rather put that one back on there and put my AN line back. Though I need to make a new AN line, but I'm gonna take the E85 back out, and I'm gonna put the 91 octane back in there that I had in there before, because it seemed a lot happier on the 91. I do believe that I'd put a stock Type R base map on the ECU before I did all this. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, why don't you just plug your laptop into it? I do have a laptop, and the problem is Jessica's in there editing on it right now, for one, for today's video, and for two, my laptop has so much on it that every time that I edit a video, I have to delete stuff and then edit, and then either way, there's not enough room on my laptop to download the Honda software. Like, I'm kind of screwed right now whenever it comes to hooking a laptop up to this thing. But anyhow, let's swap the fuel out and see if that makes it a little happier to where it'll idle again. We're gonna reach the fuel pump. I need to go get myself a longer drain hose now. Alright, out with the E85 and in with the 91. Hey, don't do that. God, man. I'm just destined to have gas all over the damn floor, I guess. Alright, kick the pump back on, make sure we ain't got no leaks. Alright, now let's see how this thing feels. Dude, what the hell, bro? Oh my God. I should have checked this a little sooner. Yeah, that's full of water, bro. That's full of water. That one's not as bad, but there's definitely water in there. You could tell by the valve cover that, yeah, it's definitely been soaked. I did just notice right now too that there's no rubber boots or anything on these. There's nothing protecting water from going down inside of there. So, all right, let's definitely get that vacuumed out. All right, here goes nothing, man. If that didn't make an improvement, I don't know what will.